Greetings students, welcome back to Griffith's CSEC class. Today we are looking at the Agricultural Science Singular Award 2019 Paper 1 question. This paper will be done in two parts. This is part 1 of the paper. But before we start, I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Continue to watch my videos, and if you enjoy them, if you are learning from them, please hit that subscribe button, like and share my channel. Turn on that notification bell that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified immediately. All right, let us begin. Question 1. A farmer who does not use pesticides or chemical fertilizers is most likely practicing. Let me hear your answer. If your answer is C, organic farming, you're correct. So C. Question 2. Biodiversity refers to the C, the different species of organisms and the variety of habitats in which they live. Question 3. Which institution has the following objectives? 1. To facilitate trade between member countries. 2. To develop a common trade policy. 3. To act as a bargaining body when negotiating with outside forces. And the answer to question 3 is CARICOM A. Question 4. An agronomist is a person who specializes in the study of the growth and management of crops. D. Question 5. I hope you are getting them right. Which of the following constraints to agriculture is remedied to a large extent by the farmer? And the answer to question 5 is land tenure, C. Question 6. Which of the following is not considered a factor of production? And if your answer is C, marketing, you are correct. Marketing is not one of the factors of production. Question 7. The growing of crops in a liquid nutrient medium is known as, let me hear your answer, hydroponics. You are correct. A. Item 8 refers to the following table, which shows the demand, supplied, and price of tomato in a country. Based on the information in the table, the equilibrium price of tomato is, and based on the information on the table, it would be $2. C. Question 9. Legumes are especially important in organic crop farming because they promote nitrogen fixation. C. Question 10. Which of the following is not a fixed cost? And if your answer is fuel, A, you are correct. Question 11. We are going on very good. Which of the following can be done to speed up the breakdown of organic matter in a compost heap? And the answer is B. You just need to add water to the compost when it is dry. Question 12 is based on the graph, the demand and the supply curve graph. All right. And the question is, during Lent, people demand more fish than any other meat. This is represented by a shift from, let's just go to our graph, from D to D1. So the answer would definitely be B, D to D1. Because it's Lent, and during Lent, persons tend not to eat a lot of meat. They prefer to eat fish. So there would be a high demand for fish during this period. Question 13. Which of the following is a feature of a cooperative? And if your answer is A, each member has one vote, you are correct. Question 19, I'm going to give you a chance to answer this one. Refers to the following graphs. All right, that's a graph. And the question is, from which of the graphs above can the equilibrium price of a product be determined? And your answer is, let me hear your answer. C. Question, very good. Question 15. Which of the following records is designed to give information on the yield of yams? And if your answer to question 15 is production records, you are correct. Question 16. Which of the following groups of requirements is essential for a banker to consider when processing a loan application from a farmer? So a farmer wants a loan. Which of the following is important for the banker to consider when processing that loan application? And the answer to question 16 is D. So the farmer must have collaterals, he must have a project proposal and a good credit history in order to access the loan. Question 17. Let's go up to question 17. A farmer intends to expand his poultry farm. Which of the following budgets will he prepare? And if your answer is a partial budget, A, you are correct. Question 18. Let's go down to question 18. Items 18 to 19 refers to the following economic terms: net profit, gross margin, fixed expenses, gross farm income. Match each item below with one of the options above. An option may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Total income. Total income is your gross farm income. So you match, this is D. Question 19. Total income from total expenses, and you get net profit. D. A. Item 20 refers to the following information. The yield and average price per kilogram of 4 crops are given in the table below. Question 20. Based on gross returns alone, which is the most profitable crop for the farmer to plant? So based on the price times how much the farmer sell, the most profitable crop would be, based on the table, cauliflower, and that is letter D. Question 21. Question 21. A soil sample was collected from a school farm and found to be very high in H ions. This indicates that this soil mostly is acidic. So the soil is very acidic. D. Question 22. A bag of mixed fertilizer is labeled 7:14:21. What is the ratio of nitrogen to phosphorus in this fertilizer? And the answer to 22 is definitely A, 1:2. Question 23. Which of the following is not a physical property of soil? And the answer to 23 is H, pH. pH is not a physical property of the soil, it is a chemical property of the soil. Question 24. Farmer Zara observes the premature falling of buds in her tomato crop. Which of the following fertilizers would most likely correct this problem? And if your answer is urea, you are correct. A. Question 25. Which of the following should be recommended to a farmer cultivating a parcel of land that floods in the rainy season? 1. Construct deep drains. 2. Plant on high beds. 3. Plant crops without preparing the land. And the answer to 25 is definitely 1 and 2. Construct deep drains, plant on high beds. At all times, 3 will be out, because at all times when you're going to plant, it is important that you prepare the land. So the best option showing 1 and 2 is B. Question 26. The atmospheric gas being utilized in the manufacture of food by plants is carbon dioxide. And we know that carbon dioxide gives off water and oxygen. Question 27. Which of the following will not take place if the air temperature rises above 37 degrees Celsius? And the answer to question 27 is D. Increased risk of fungal diseases in plants. Question 28. We're going on very good. Question 28. Just go down to question 28. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one plant to the stigma of another plant of the same or closely related species is known as, and the best possible answer for question 28 is B, cross-pollination. Question 29. The process by which plants lose water in the form of vapor to the air is called B, respiration. Question 30. Altering organism by inserting, deleting, or changing specific pieces of its DNA is normally done to improve food production. This process is called, and if your answer is D, genetic engineering, you are correct. Question 31. Farmer Derek has a farm on 20 acres of land. He cultivates vegetables and irrigates his crop with water from a pond in which he rears tilapia and ducks. This practice is called definitely mixed farming. A. Question 33. Which of the following are true for mitosis? 1. New plants have a different growth habit from parent plants. 2. Characteristics of the species are the same. 3. Species chromosome number is the same. And if your answer for 33 is, let me hear your answer, C, 2 and 3, you are correct. Very good. Question 34. A tall pigeon pea plant with the genotype big T, small t is crossed with a dwarf pigeon pea plant with the genotype small t, small t. What is the possible phenotype of the offsprings? And if your answer is B, of tall plants, of short plants, you are correct. Question 35. We're going on very good. A selective herbicide is one which, and if your answer is D, kills some plants but has no effect on others. Question 36. The use of living organisms to control weeds is a practice known as, and if your answer to 36 is biological control, you are very much correct. Question 37. We are going on very well. In the agricultural sector, quarantine usually results in the prevention and control of the spread of disease causing organisms from one place to another. Letter D. Question 38. The correct sequence of steps followed in cleaning and maintaining tools is, let me hear your answer for 38. Yes, D. You wash the tool, dry the tool, sharpen it, and then you oil it. Question 39. Which of the following are advantages of processing hot peppers? 1. Allows the farmer to maximize profits. 2. Reduces the incidence of post-harvest disease. 3. Prolongs the storage life of the produce. And if your answer to question 39 is D, all of the above, you are correct. Very good. All of the above. Question 40. The technique which can be used to remove the water content of a crop is called, And if your answer to question 40 is drying, you are very much correct. Very good. So we have come to part 1 of the agricultural